Hi guys, welcome to my channel. This is the worst books that I read in the worst and most disappointing books that I read in the year of 2024. All right, we're just gonna do this for a placeholder for the thumbnail. And we're gonna go, because I only have one of the books still. Some of those books are in my top books. So we will start with the one book that is here in my hands. This was Callie Hart's super short stories. If you like super short stories and you like Insta love and 40 pages of they lay eyes on each other, they meet, they immediately jump into bed, and now they live happily ever after with 3 babies, and they're fixing up their siblings, then please read them. I did not like them. There was no substance to them for me, and I like some short stories, but those are just too short. I do have one more set of her books. That one I'm DNFing before I finish the last book. In the book, it's a compendium of 4 different short stories. I have not read Texas, and I don't want to. So, whoops, okay. But yeah, if you like super short, you like just a little quickie before bed, by all means, please read those. I'm sure you'll like them. Some of her books were really cute and really funny. I just apparently cannot get on board with the immediate insta love. I don't mind some insta love, but there needs to be a little bit of foreplay in it for me. Okay. The next book that I read, I'm going to put here. This is Stormglass. This is Stormglass. This is a spin-off of the Poison Studies series by Marie V. Schneider or something like that. And yeah, this one was a no for me. I like the Poison Study books a lot. I read the first 3, and then I was supposed to go over to the Glass series. Not only was the audiobook not any good, there was literally a glitch in the audiobook. So the intro was in the middle of the book instead of the beginning of the book. The narrator was terrible. The book itself was slow and meandering and didn't make any sense. It was just, I don't understand how these are the same series. The Poison Study series was so much fun. This wasn't. But the Poison Study books did start to go down as you went. So like the 3rd book was kind of meh. And then the Stormglass was very meh, that I'm just kind of like, maybe I should just not keep her books. I do have 3 more though. I got the whole box set of the Poison Studies. Yeah, this one was just not it. So yeah, that's, All right, I've been sitting on the ground for too long and my back's starting to hurt, so if I fidget, I'm sorry. This next one made me so sad. Okay, so this is The Time I Got Drunk and Saved a Demon. I also read Mistletoe. I thought maybe it was just the first book, that maybe I just needed a little more time, so I read the short story. It wasn't any better. I can't pinpoint what was wrong with these books for me. I just really did not like them. So these books, I really didn't care for them, and I read a lot of reviews, and sometimes, you know, first book in a series, it'll get better. These ones did not get better. These ones just steadily got worse. And according to all of the reviews I found, so I am cutting my losses. I got rid of the entire series. I did have 3 books out of the series. And the smut in them was lovely, but they're supposed to be cozy, and they just missed the mark on all counts. And I just, meh. You know? Does that make any sense? Anyways, let's move on. Okay, so the next book on my list is Spindled Splintered. Oh my god. Which is a retelling, and I heard that the second one was much better than the first one, but let's be real here, it was not happening for me. I did not enjoy it at all. I did like The Starling House though, by the same author, so I will try the author again. This one was just not for me. The next one I read was The Shadow Between Us. I'm okay with unlikable characters. I'm okay with dark characters. This book had so much potential. Her other books have all been kind of ho-hum. This one, I thought, I'm gonna like this book. I did not. The main character was so annoying, and she was just trying to be unlikable, but she wasn't unlikable. She was annoying. And I couldn't get past it. I read it because I had it, for one, and for two, the Fairy Loot came out with the second book as like its main subscription, so I wanted to read it before I got it to make sure that I wasn't going to get a book I didn't like. And I'm really glad I did, because I skipped that one because I unhauled The Shadow Between Us. I did not like it. I don't know if this is an author I will try again, because the other books that I read by her were all fine, but they were just fine. And I don't want to spend my life reading fine books. I want really good books, books that are me, books that I love. So this one's definitely not one for me. Then the last of my bottom books is The Once and Future Witches, which I had such high hopes for. I really liked the premise of, but it was too long. It was like 500 pages and it just meandered, and I really cannot tell you why it spent so much time being boring. Oh, yeah. Okay. So now we're gonna go be taking a shift. These are not books that I thought were bad. These were just books that I was disappointed in. The first one is the Bromance Book Club. The whole series in general, it had a great premise. They were fine. The first one was pretty cute. The last one was really cute. All the ones in the middle were just fine at best. I almost DNF'd one of them, but I didn't because it wasn't that bad. It was just fine. It's kind of how I feel about the second Ice Planet Barbarian book. It's fine, and I will probably finish it because I'm almost done, but I'm really tempted just to say no and DNF it, because the first one was funny, the second one, not so much. So I already owned all of these books, so I went ahead and I read them, and yeah, they were fine. I was kind of disappointed. I thought they were going to be cuter. The next one I read was Not in Love. Ali Hazelwood has always had pretty strong plots, and this one didn't. This one had no plot, really. It was a plot of people who connected through sex. And I understand where she was trying to go with it, but it ended up being nothing but smut. I didn't like the characters. I didn't feel like they had a connection, sexual or otherwise. It was just seriously disappointing. Overall, I like Ellie Hazelwood. One of her books was in my best books. This one, it was not it. The next one I read was York. This one is a middle grade series. The first two books were really, really good. Definitely for kids, but I had read the first one and I was curious, and so I went ahead and read the next two. My problem with this book was the way it ended. The whole series just ended in a way that was not satisfying at all, and that's where my problem came in, is that I ended up being very unsatisfied by the ending of the series. And I went and I looked up reviews, and a lot of people said the same thing. Parents said it, kids said it, teachers said it. All of them were very unsatisfied by the ending. So that's why this one made my disappointing books. The last book on my list was this series. If you want to hate me, you can. I get it. I love her books. This one was not it. This one missed the mark completely. This one put one of my friends into a year-long book slump. The first one was fine. The second one had an ooh ending to it. And the third one I was just like, what the hell? I feel like she's ran out of ideas and is just recycling all of them, because I'm like, wow, that's very Throne of Glass. Wow, that's very ACOTAR. What are we doing? Did you run out of ideas? Sarah? Okay, come here. If, I know she's a problematic author. I don't keep any of her books out where people can see them, because I don't want to give her any more notoriety. Would you come here? I don't want to give her any more notoriety than she already has. So I will just say that this book the series was extremely disappointing for me, and is now on the bottom of my list because of the fact that it was so disappointing. So that's it. My cat is crying, so he needs attention. That's the end of my worst and most disappointing reads. The last thing I have is just some stats to go over, and so I'll do that in another video that you will see like in a day or two. And we can go over my stats from the year as well as my goals for this year. And that's it for now. Bye.